One thing I cannot stand, it's a woman behaving badly, man. Bad behavior in a woman. Being disrespectful to a man, talking loud, trying to overtalk him. Ooh, that gets on my nerves, man. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. That gets on my nerves. It's a pet peeve. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. And that stuff has to be called out, because if not, it will continue. So we're going to get to the video, man. We're going to react, and we're going to see some of this bad behavior on full display, man. Let's go.
Said was what
Yo, who the fuck are you yelling at?
What I said, because I don't like what you're doing here, because I literally now for the third time and explain to you that
Number one, hold on. Let's set some ground rules. Let's set some ground rules. Do not ever yell at me again. Don't do that.
Okay, so we got my man Myron here, and he is setting the ground rules and telling this chick all that yelling and all that loud talking, that's going to end right now. He said that to these chicks before, though. Like, if you watch previous shows, Myron always says, man, you're not going to overtalk me. This is my show. You know what I'm saying? This is a Fresh and Fit show. You're not going to do none of that. You ain't going to be disrespectful, not on my platform. And if you're a person coming on his show, man or woman, but he has a lot of women that come on there, you got to be respectful to this man's platform. And to him, it's not just his, it's Fresh and Fit. So it's both of those dudes' platforms. But I'm really just talking about Myron, because Myron is having an interaction with this chick. And he's the one that normally has interactions with a lot of these women. And if it gets out of control, he's going to kick them off. So you can clearly see that this woman is not respecting the platform, and she's getting out of hand. So let's dig a little bit deeper into it.
Do not fucking yell at me. I don't know who the hell you think you are.
Don't cuss at me.
Yo, get the fuck off the show, bro.
Nigga, fuck you.
Okay, now look at this. Look at this. He told her, stop, don't be yelling at me. And he said, I don't know who the F you think you're talking to, or something like that. And then she said, oh, don't be cussing at me. And da-da. Yo, you on his show. He can say whatever he wants to. You see, what a lot of women don't understand is there's a hierarchy. If you go on someone's show and you do something they deem disrespectful, you're going to have to hold yourself accountable for that. And you're going to have to heed that warning, and you're going to have to play by their rules, because it's their show. And if they say don't do something, you don't do it, or you leave the show. You don't get to act and say however you want when the host is like, nah, I don't feel that. I don't like you saying that. I don't want you to say that. And yet you just keep going and going and going like you could do whatever, like it's your show, and it's not. You're a guest.
Get me off the show.
Get the fuck off the show.
Get me off the show.
Yeah, you're going to act up like that.
Get me off the show.
Look at this masculine behavior. Hold on, let me back it up. Hold up. Hold on.
Do not fucking yell at me. I don't know who the hell you think you are.
Don't cuss at me.
Yo, get the fuck off the show, bro.
Nigga, fuck you.
First of all, she's saying the N-word. That's disrespectful and masculine in itself. I ain't even gonna get into that.
Get me off the show.
Get the fuck off the show.
Get me off the show.
Yeah, you go.
Okay, now. Okay. She's doing a masculine posture of where she's basically challenging the man. See, this is very masculine. This is what men do with each other. A female should never have this type of pose when she's talking to a man. She stood up, then she's got her shoulders up and her hands are coming forward when she's talking like what's up? Do you want to fight? That's basically what that posture is. It's like a fighting posture. It's like I'm challenging you. A woman should never display this type of behavior towards a man, because we all know most men can beat the hell out of a woman because we're naturally stronger. So a woman should not be challenging a man to a fight, because 9 times out of 10, it's going to go bad. So women should not display this type of behavior.
Act up like that. Get the fuck off the show.
Get me off the show. Get me off the show.
Okay, now he's telling her to leave, and she's talking about something. I'm not going to leave. You're going to have to get me off the show. More challenging. See, this is very masculine behavior. You're trying to act like you're a man. See, and that's the problem that happens. See, when women get into this type of energy and mode and posture, they're basically saying, I'm a man right now, and I'm challenging you. See, you cannot do that, because if something happens, we all know what's going to happen then. Oh my God, he hit her girl, or he da-da-da-da-da. We already know how it is in America, right? You cannot challenge a man in this fashion, because this is how men usually challenge each other. As a female, you are not supposed to do that.
Get me off the shoot. I know your troll ass would though. Like, I'm
not going to physically do it myself.
And look how loud this chick is. She's trying to overtalk him. That's another posture of a challenge. You're trying to overtalk the man, where you're basically trying to act like, well, she's trying to act like she's bigger than he is, right? Now, she's a female. A female's supposed to be soft and feminine. Even in a back and forth like this, because we're just talking. They're just talking. They might have a more heated debate, but it's just talking. There's no physicality or nothing like that. But the loud talking, the challenging, over talking, the postures, all that stuff is challenging behavior. Go look at when you see animals doing the same thing. A male lion and two male lions going at it. They do those postures where they're challenging each other. And that's basically exactly what this chick is doing. And it's not called for, and it's out of hand.
3 times now.
You're talking to me like
no, because you keep attacking me, and no, because you're a bully. That's what you are. You're a bully.
And she's calling him a bully. All he's doing is telling you what you're not going to do on his show. That's not being a bully. And if you don't want to comply, you can get the fuck out. It's pretty simple. That happens in anywhere you go. If you go to Walmart, if you go to a clothing store and you're acting belligerent, they will call security and they will have you escorted out of there. A restaurant, the same thing. You can't act any and every way you want to in someone else's establishment.
No, you're a bully. You're a bully because now for 3 times I agree with you.
Get the fuck out of here.
I agree with you. 3 fucking times though.
And he told this chick to leave and she's still talking. Another form of defiance. This type of behavior, man, too many women in America with these modern women, they have this type of mentality where they want to challenge a man. But then they don't want the man to reply in kind to that challenge. They want the man to have restraint, but they want to challenge a man like they are men. Not all women do that, but there's definitely enough women in America that I've seen do this, because I've lived in different countries and I rarely have seen women challenge men like this because they know better. I didn't see women acting in this type of masculine, this type of behavior, man, when I've lived in other places, man, in other countries. I've only really seen it in mass in these bigger numbers where it's more like normalized in America, man. It's crazy.
We're done.
Did I or did I not? And now you keep coming at me like I'm wrong, like I'm doing the most, and I'm not.
Turn this bitch mic off.
Oh, what? Because I'm right?
You ain't right. You look
stupid.
You
a bitch and you're a pussy.
You gotta get the fuck out right now. That's
like this chick is way out of hand. Completely out of bounds. Okay? Like I said, this is that man's show, and she's just going on and on and on and on and on. It's disrespectful. She's ratchet. She's displaying ghetto type behavior, man. That's like just no kind of sophistication, man. No even self-respect, man. Because if you respect yourself as a woman, man, you're not going to act like this. Because it not only reflects you, it reflects your upbringing. Your parents who raised you, people going to be like, damn, who raised this chick? Who raised this chick to act like this?
I blame your mom.
And Pete, look at the other women. Look at these other women, all right? they're sitting there quietly. Now, I got to give them props because they're conducting themselves like women. You don't see them like, oh, da, da, da. They're not loud talking, trying to help her out. They're being quiet. Look at this woman right here. Look at this chick. She's got a very chill pose. She's very composed. And she looks very feminine and womanly sitting there, right? She's just like, wow, this is just like, she's just looking like this is out of hand. And she looks embarrassed for that chick. And she's not even looking at her because she knows she's out of control.
Get the fuck out of here.
I blame your mom.
Yeah, blame my mom.
I blame your mom.
You look like a clown right now.
Nigga, you a bitch. You a clown.
Yep.
Everybody in the world don't like you.
Okay, and she's still talking. Why don't you just leave? No one wants you there. The host doesn't want you there anymore. Now it's time for you to exit. There's no more. You're not going to talk your way back into the show. So just leave. But obviously this chick, she just want to keep talking. Got to try to get the last word in. You know how these chicks are. Got to try to get the last word in. She's belligerent, acting crazy, out of control. You got to go. Get your ass off the show.
Yep, and you're here, though.
I'm only here because you're
on my show.
Fuck out of here.
And you're on my show, bitch. You're on my show.
All right, yo, leave, baby. You still talking. How long this been going on for what? 3-4 minutes? Still talking. Fellas, this is a type of woman you do not deal with, okay? Women like this will reveal themselves to you. You do not want to deal with a woman like this. A woman that's challenging you verbally all the time. She doesn't know how to stay in her place as a woman. She doesn't know how to stay in her feminine energy. Even if you get into an argument with a woman, it should never get to this point. And if it does, remove yourself from the situation or get her out of the situation. Tell her to leave. And if she don't want to leave, if you're in a establishment or something, then you leave. You know what I'm saying? But just do not stay around no chick arguing like this, especially in public, man. It's just bad business, man. Don't do it. These type of women, if you have to argue with them and stuff, where it gets crazy like this, please, fellas, do not deal with women like this. It's not going to get better. They're going to always have these type of outbursts. This woman, it shows you that she does not know how to deal with a man. She's out of control.
Bitch, you're on my show, bitch. The fuck out of here.
And as I said, I'm going to point it out one more time. You see the other women are quiet. They're not saying anything. That's how you're supposed to conduct yourself. She's the only one acting crazy. Those other women are sitting there. They actually look embarrassed because she's embarrassing them because they're women and they're like, I'm not acting like that. Why is she acting like this? Regardless if she agrees with what Myron was saying or not, that's uncalled for you to act like that.
Because, bitch, you don't know me.
Fucking
like
clown.
I said,
The fuck out of here.
You the bitch. It's all you ever gonna do. Right here.
That's why you look stupid right now.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Don't.
Fucking clown world.
Girl, boy, fuck you.
Fuck you,
Like,
bitch.
like,
You look crazy right now.
You're the bitch.
Fucking clown, bro.
It's you thinking people
It was not that serious.
And she won't leave. Why don't you just leave? Why are you still talking? See, she still wants to be there. She wants to be able to talk shit and still be on the show. That's why she's taking forever leaving. She don't want to go. But yet she wants to disrespect him and still be on the show.
Yes.
Nah,
I didn't think it's been 10
Now
minutes.
she's coming back. I don't know what she's coming back for, but.
my bones over here. If I wanted to touch you, my nigga, I would.
And more challenging. She said, if I wanted to, I would touch you. It's out of hand, man. Women like this, it's bad behavior, man. Oh, it gets under my skin. Because they're allowed to get away with it in America. If you were to go, a lot of other countries, a lot of these Muslim countries, where they don't allow women to have a lot of freedoms and stuff like that. It ain't just Muslim countries. There are other countries as well where they don't allow women to have the freedoms that they have here in America, right? And it quells a lot of that behavior because it's not allowed. And those women know they're not going to do that because there could be consequences. They could get thrown in jail. Who knows what could happen, right? So a lot of those women in those places, they don't act like that. But see, in America, there are no consequences. So unless a dude wants to go to jail, which I don't suggest, you know, doing anything crazy, like physically to a woman and not like that. But there's some dudes that don't care. That's the only way that some of these women will have any consequences as far as like, you know, where they, oh, whoa, I shouldn't have done that or whatever. You know what I mean? But you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be the guy that does something crazy and then goes to jail or something like that. So I'm definitely not telling y'all to do that. I'm just making the point that a lot of these women act like this because there's no consequences. Where in other places there are consequences. You know what I'm saying? Where culturally even the consequences could be other women calling them out. Saying, no, girl, you're wrong or whatever. Or you'll get shunned by a lot of the women of that particular culture, right? Or that area. Because it's not always like no physical. And it ain't always a guy having to reprimand. It's just a cultural type deal, right? Where the culture will punish you as a woman in a lot of places, a lot of countries, different cultures where they don't allow that. And the women will shun you to the point where you'll know not to disrespect a man like that and just be just out of control like this.
Yeah.
Like,
yo, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You look like a clown.
Okay, and I'm going to really stop the video right here. But I got to salute Myron, man, for not backing down and holding to his standards. And no, he said, if you disrespect me or Fresh on the show, that you will be removed. And he stands on that. He don't play. If he say you're going to leave, you're going to leave. And I love that he does that because that's what a man is supposed to do. And when you say something, you stand on it and you enforce it. They're not going to continue the show until this chick leaves. And that's exactly what he did. I got to salute that dude for that, man. And that's really my reaction for this. I hate bad behavior by women, man. And it needs to get called out. That's what channels like myself are for. And it's also to guide men in a way, man. And, you know, just give a lot of guidance and advice, really, overall. But definitely when you're dealing with women, you don't want to deal with belligerent women like this. Look how bad this woman looks. She makes herself look bad. She makes her family look bad. And she makes anybody that's associated with her look bad. You know? Fellas, if you deal with any kind of woman that displays this type of behavior, man, get far away as possible. It's not going to get better. She doesn't know how to respect a man. She doesn't know how to deal with a man. Talk to a man without acting like this, even in an argument. She's no good to you or anybody else. And stay on code, and I'm gone.
You cannot change a pimp. Too many hoes to overdose off of this game, I spit.